I'm here for. Okay, we all here because of the World Environmental Day. There's something that makes the environment. Maybe give me 3 things that when we talk about environment, that you think of in your mind. Water. Good. The third one? Water, land, animals, yes, okay. Plants, air, yes. Okay, I think my classes are awake, and I can see they are a clever class. Okay. So Temeka spoke about a lot about water and about air, but I'm here to talk about saving our land. I'm coming from Landfill Coast Landfill Management. I will briefly explain what we do as DCLM. I've got this banner. Okay, just a random question. What do you understand about landfill? Maybe let's start from there. Okay, anyone else? Okay. It's close. It's not one. Downside is something else. A landfill is more like it. Okay. Downside, there's a landfill, and downside it's where you just dump waste. And the landfill, you dig a big hole, you line it, because we love, DCLM cares about the environment. That's why I'm here today, in this World Environmental Day. It's because we love the environment and we care about the environment. I'm an environmentalist myself. Okay. So we dig a hole, see this hole, then we line it. We spend a lot of money. It needs engineers. Civil engineers, this is an opportunity. We spend 70 million just to line. So now you understand when I say it's not just a downside. Downside is an ugly thing. Or Terry was talking about downside here, and he talks about rates, and he talks, no, DCLM, don't expect to see rates. Don't expect that, because this is a landfill. We've got, we dig a hole and we line it, we spend lots of money to line it, so that all this waste that is collected from your houses, it comes to this land. So when you see this one, this was the one, it's an old one, it was disposed here, and it ended up growing, and it's become a hill, a kind of a mountain line. We've got a level that we must not exceed. The Department of Environmental Affairs says don't exceed this level. So this is a landfall, and that's how we work. We've got machines to make sure that the waste immediately when it arrives, we spread and cover so that we don't have a smell, we don't have rats. Yes. So and from the landfill there will be a leachate. A leachate, I know you don't know a leachate. A leachate is something that comes when you cover the waste. Also, maybe from your home, when you leave your waste in a bin for a week. Let's say you go on a holiday, you forgot to take out your bin, your waste for the municipal track. When you come back, you will notice a black stuff down on your bin when you clean the bin. That's because the microorganisms, I believe all of us know, those microorganisms, they break down the waste, and there will be something that will be generated, a liquid, that is a leachate. So a leachate is a black stuff that comes from the landfill. That leachate we collect, because our landfill site is a landfill. If it was a dump site, that was going to go to the groundwater. But we have we line our landfill site, and we've got pipes underneath to collect that. That means the civil engineer must be good. The civil engineers that design this landfill site must be a good one. So this is an opportunity for you. When you talk about landfill site, don't think of No, it's just a place to dump our waste. We really need some skills. So we have this is a leachate. Okay. Another important thing about this leachate, very important, is that the leachate, because if that leachate can overflow, you see those dams, and think of it, because now there's a storm, there are storms, and if it's raining and it rains to that, just think of that dam and it overflows. Where does it go? To the groundwater, and it pollutes the water. That's what all my colleagues they've been talking about, not to pollute the groundwater. So DCLM, again, we've got a plant. There we need a chemical engineer. The plant will treat that black stuff, such that I don't have bottled water here. It treats this black liquid coming from this leachate that I talked about to you. It comes here, and we treat that leachate, and after we've treated that leachate, it comes clean like a water. It comes like a water. So, and that machine we've imported it from America. That's what DCLM do. And we're looking for engineers to manage it, and it was there on the video. We've showed, my boss, my CEO was there talking about it, and we use that machine to clean this leachate so that we get another water that will reuse. Okay. We all know about recycling and reuse. So that means whatever waste comes from us, we try by all means to reuse. That is the leachate. Okay. Why I said my focus would be on the land. We said environment is air, it's water, and the land, and animals and plants. I'm very concerned about, I love the land, because as DCLM we use land. But also for you, land is very important. What do you do with the land? Plant trees, building houses, starting new businesses. Yes. Look at that. This is the land. We all need land, even for our great-grandchildren. Even for they will need this land. So look at this. Because after DCLM has covered this, we cannot use to build our houses. Okay, maybe we can plant trees, but we cannot use it for maybe planting something that is for our food. So look at that. So that means the more we take, we dig land, we take more land in terms of waste covering and more waste covering. Are we doing what? Wasting more land. So we need you, because you are learners. You will go back home and tell your parents about this, what I'm talking about today. So as DCLM, we encourage recycling. So some of you, maybe they've seen me talking about recycling. We've done competitions in this within Kwadukuza, where learners must come with ideas in terms of what can we do to recycle, and they've won 5,000, they've won. I'm surprised that you don't know me, because I give out a lot of money. Even giving so much money, 5,000 rand for a learner, just to design something, a bag with a plastic, design, use a cardboard to design a carrier bag. You win 5,000 rand. So today you should know me. Okay. Why I said recycling, reuse, reduce. I'm sure all of us by now we know that. So it is very important and very close to our hearts as DCLM. And another very important thing is that you learners, you are our future leaders. And you learners, one day you will be the CEOs of DCLM, you will be CEO, you will be owning companies. So if you understand now why it's important to reduce and reuse, and also to save our land, it's very important. So why are we saving this land? What can we do to save this land? If we can collected from each of your houses, where does it go? Where did I say it goes to? It goes to the landfill, DCLM. The more you generate waste, the more the waste actually when we dig this hole, it's supposed to stay for 6 years. But if there's too much waste generated from the household, it will stay for 3 years, 2 years. If it stays for 3 years, 2 years, that means what else? We close that part, we go and dig another land. So look at that, we're wasting our land and we try to save our land. So what do I need from you from today when you go back home? Practice the reuse and recycle, because what we do by that, we reduce the quantity of waste that goes where to DCLM, to the landfill side. Let's try and reduce the quantity of waste so that we save our land, we save the space so that we can build our businesses, so that we can build our homes, so that we can plant more food, we can plant vegetation, because we really need the land. So we know reduce, recycle. So try and practice that, and even from our home.